Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Desty Talitha Ayu with student registration number 02300241010. Here I will provide an explanation of the TOEFL presentation starting from page 130 to 138. For the question on page 131, we need audio or listening to her the question. Number 6. What are the students doing? The student is preparing for a presentation. Number 7. Match the use of the product to the period of time when that use predominated. Click on a word or phrase, then click on the empty box in the correct column. Use each word or phrase one time only. Jadi di sini kita harus memasangkan kata atau frasa yang ada di sini, kemudian dimasukkan ke dalam waktu yang tepat atau ke dalam kolom yang ini. Untuk before 1920 itu dipasangkan dengan kata yang tepat, itu adalah gas mask. Selanjutnya untuk in the 1920s itu kata yang tepat adalah face cloth. Selanjutnya untuk in the 1930s itu kata yang tepat adalah handkerchief. Next, number 8. What was the situation at Kimberly-Clark at the end of World War I? Okay, for this question, we can choose two answers. First answer is it had a large surplus of its product. The answer is it need to begin marketing its product. Okay, next question, number 9. How did Kimberly-Clark learn that its product had a use as a handkerchief? Its answer is from customer letters. Jadi pertanyaannya adalah bagaimana Kimberly-Clark ini bisa mengetahui bahwa produknya itu bisa juga digunakan sebagai sapu tangan. Okay, next question, number 10. Match the use of the product to the marketing strategy associated with that use. Jadi di nomor 10 ini itu kita disuruh untuk mencocokkan penggunaan produk dengan strategi pemasaran yang terkait dengan penggunaan tersebut. Oke, untuk kolom yang pertama itu adalah famous actresses, yaitu dipasangkan dengan face cloth. Next, kolom 2, no marketing, itu dipasangkan dengan bandages. Next, column 3, consumer testing, itu dipasangkan dengan handkerchief. Okay, next page. Okay, everyone. For page 132, this is the same as page 131 using audio listening. Okay, the audio listening is used to answer question 11 to 15. What is an idol made of? Idol is made of a combination of coral and algae. Jadi pertanyaannya itu idol itu terbuat dari apa? Nah, idol itu terbuat dari kombinasi karang atau batu karang dan juga alga. Oke, jadi atoll di sini itu dia artinya pulau karang. Nah, pulau karang itu jawabannya itu dia terbuat dari batu karang dan juga algae atau alga. Oke, number 12. Which of these is an atoll? Jadi jawabannya itu adalah yang D. Atoll itu adalah sekumpulan terumbu karang yang secara bersama-sama melingkari atau mengelilingi laguna. Oke, number 13. Where do atolls tend to grow? Jadi, di mana atolls ini biasanya numbuh? Atolls usually grow on in tropical areas atau biasanya di daerah tropis dan juga in warm water. Jadi atau itu dia di air hangat ya. Jadi ini tropis. Ini hangat. Air hangat ya guys. Air hangat. Okay, number 14. In the discussion, the process of the formation of atoll is discussed. Summarize the process by putting the steps in order. Jadi, dalam soal ini, itu dia menanyakan tentang bagaimana proses atau langkah-langkah terbentuknya atolls ini atau pulau karang. Jadi, langkah-langkah atau proses terbentuknya atolls. Step 1 itu adalah a volcanic island. Lalu step 2 itu coral begins to grow. Step 3 itu the volcano erodes. Step 4 the volcano disappears underwater. Okay, number 15. Where is the lagoon? Di mana letak lagunanya? The lagoon is located in, jawabannya yang C. Jadi letak lagunanya itu dia ada di tengah-tengah sini. Ini lagunanya. Oke, jadi di page 134 ini dia tentang academic lectures computer TOEFL test atau tentang langkah-langkah untuk melakukan tes TOEFL melalui komputer. Academic lectures appear in part B of the listening section of the computer TOEFL test. For each of the academic lectures in this part of the test, you will see a series of context settings and content visuals as you listen to a 120 to 150 second lecture by a university professor. After you see the visuals and listen to the lecture, you will hear a series of questions as you see each question and its answer choices on the computer screen. You must click on the best answer choice to each question on the computer screen. A variety of types of questions are possible in this part of the test. Some of these types of questions may follow a lecture. Okay, step 1, multiple choice question with one correct answer asks you to select the best answer from 4 choice based upon the information given in the passage. A multiple choice question with one correct answer may ask about the main idea for a directly or an indirectly answered detail from the passage. Okay. Step 4, question with 4 graphics asks you to click on one of 4 graphics that answer a question. A question with 4 graphics may ask about a directly or an indirectly answered detail from the passage. Step 5. Matching questions asks you to match 3 categories of information from the passage with details from each of the categories. A matching question generally asks about the organization of ideas in the passage. Last step, ordering questions asks you to put 4 pieces of information in the correct procedural or chronological order. An ordering question generally asks about the overall organization of ideas in the passage. The following example of an academic lecture show each of these types of questions. On the actual computer TOEFL test, you will probably not see all of these types of questions accompanying one academic lecture. Okay, next. So this is an example from the computer TOEFL test. You see on the computer screen, you're here. Listen to a lecture in a history class. The professor is talking about the history of Alcatraz Island. Next. Okay, Alcatraz is a large rocky island in San Francisco Bay. It was named in 1775 by a Spanish explorer who first saw the rocky island when it was covered with pelicans. He named the island after the pelicans. The word Alcatraz is actually a derivation of the Spanish word for pelican. Okay. Next. Two. You can see Alcatraz Island in this photo. The island was acquired by the United States in 1848 when it was turned over to the military. It was first made into a fort to protect San Francisco because of its location due north of San Francisco, just inside the entrance to San Francisco Bay. It was later turned into a military prison, and it remained part of the military system until 1934, when it was changed into a federal prison. Alcatraz served as a federal prison for 29 years from 1934 until the prison was closed in 1963. During the time that it served as a federal prison, a number of famous prisoners served time there, including A.I. Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, who was better known as the Birdman of Alcatraz because of the study he conducted there on birds. 3. In 1963, the prison at Alcatraz was shut down, and for the next 9 years, the entire island was closed off and no one was allowed to go there. Then, in 1972, Alcatraz became part of the national park system, and today the island is open to anyone who wishes to venture out there. Okay. Next. Okay, next page. After the lecture is complete, the first question and answer choice appear on the computer screen as the narrator states the question. This question is a multiple choice question with one correct answer that asks about a period of time. You see on the computer screen, you hear okay. In the lecture, the professor states that Alcatraz was named in 1775 by a Spanish explorer. This means that the Spanish explorer named the island Alcatraz in the 18th century. The second answer is the correct answer, so you should click on this answer. The next question is a question with 4 graphics. You must click on the graphic that answers the question. Okay. You see on the computer screen, you hear what was Alcatraz named after. In the lecture, the professor states that he named the island after the pelicans. Drawing D, a pelican, is therefore the best answer to this question. So you should click on drawing D to answer the question. Okay, next. The next question is a graphic question with 4 letters. You must click on the letter on the graphic that answers the question. In the lecture, the professor mentions its location due north of San Francisco, just inside the entrance to San Francisco Bay. Answer C, which is due north of San Francisco and just inside the entrance to the bay, is therefore the best answer to this question. The next question is a multiple choice question with 2 correct answers. You must choose the 2 answers that are correct. Okay, next. Okay, next. You see on the computer screen, you hear. In the lecture, the professor mentions Robert Stroud, who was better known as the Birdman of Alcatraz because of the study he conducted there on birds. This means that Robert Stroud was known as the Birdman of Alcatraz and that he spent his time studying birds. The first and last answer are therefore the best answer to this question, so you should click on the first and last answer to this question. The next question is a matching question. You must click on each of the phrases and then click on the box where it belongs. Okay, next again. Okay, in the lecture, the professor states that the island was In the lecture, the professor states that the island was acquired by the United States in 1848 when it was turned over to the military, and that it remained part of the military system until 1934. The professor also states that Alcatraz served as a federal prison for 29 years, and that for the next 9 years, the entire island was closed off and no one was allowed to go there. From this, it can be determined that Alcatraz belonged to the military for 86 years, that it was a federal prison for 29 years, and that it was closed to everyone for 9 years. You should click on each period of time and then click on the box where it belongs to answer this question. The next question is an ordering question. You must click on each of the phrases and then click on the box where it belongs. Okay. Ini kayak gini ya guys. You hear? Okay. In the lecture, the professor mentions the following 1775 and a Spanish explorer 1848 when it was turned over to the military federal prison from 1934 until 1963 and 1972, and the national park system. From this, it can be determined that the most likely order that these people arrived at Alcatraz was first a Spanish explorer, then a military prisoner, next a federal prisoner, and finally a tourist. So is procedures for the academic lectures. Oke, jadi yang ini itu adalah prosedur atau hal-hal yang dilakukan untuk kuliah akademis. Oke, kita next ya. Ini juga lanjutannya. Oke, kita langsung ke skill 32. Okay, next. Okay, skill 32. Recognize the organization. As you listen to each academic lecture in part B of the computer TOEFL test, you should be thinking about the organization of the passage, because questions about the organization of the passage could commonly accompany the academic lectures. The types of questions that test the organization of the passage are matching questions and ordering questions. Matching questions are used to test your understanding of the organization of a classification passage that discusses the various types or categories of a given topic. Ordering questions are used to test your understanding of the organization of a process or chronological passage that discuss either of something is accomplished or a series of historical events. Look at a sample of a part of a lecture with a classification or organization followed by a matching question. Okay. Oke, jadi ini contoh dari tes komputer, tes TOEFL komputer ya. Okay, so that's all my English TOEFL presentation. Sorry if there are any words errors and my voice is audible. Thank you.